Alright, so here I am, walking down Beach Boulevard. I said it last night, I said I was gonna do it, and goddamn, I'm gonna do it. Tonight, I'm hopping on a freight train. It's gonna be the FEC. It's a local line in Florida. I'm pretty sure it stands for Florida East Coast Railway. It'll be headed from Jacksonville to Fort Lauderdale / Miami. Now, the official last stop is Hialeah, which is Miami. But it does make a stop in Fort Lauderdale for about 5 minutes. Every single time I pass through, it's always stopped there. So I've always usually got off in Fort Lauderdale. It's right off of US 1. And so US 1, I get on a bus from there and I just ride straight down to Miami. That's why I always get off in Fort Lauderdale though. So. But anyways, yeah, so I said I was going to do it. Here I am at the bus stop. I got my bike. Yes, I'm going to be putting my bike on the train. This is a freight train. This is an intermodal train. So these trains usually have high priority. They have a lot of engines on them. Usually they got a lot of horsepower behind them. They're pulling cars that have containers, trailers from semi-trucks. So you usually got two types of trains. You usually got these things called intermodals, which is what I'll be hopping on tonight. And you have a train that's called a junk train. A junk train is exactly what it sounds like, junk. There ain't nothing on it. You got some grainers, they're hauling grain, they're hauling gravel, they're hauling wood, a bunch of shit that's not really worth anything. So those don't really have a priority. When you ride on those typically tend to be pretty slow. They always stop. So what most people don't realize about hopping on freight trains, most of the track in North America, most of the track is going to be one rail. Okay, so you're saying, what do you mean it's only one rail? You got trains going both directions. You got trains with higher priority wanting to pass other trains. So how does that work? This is what we have. We have these things called sidings. Okay, so a siding is where every so often, every so many miles, the one track will split into two or more tracks. That being said, usually junk trains tend to side on the track. So that means they pull the full length until all the cars are cleared on that side of the track. It'll stop and it waits for a couple hours. I've been on some junk trains that have literally sided for like 3 other trains. So you're just sitting there waiting hours and hours, because sometimes you never know when the train might be coming. It might be 2 hours before the train that you sided for even passes you. But it is pretty intense because you're standing there, right? You're sitting on the train, you're watching, you look out over the edge, right? You look out over the edge and you can see the lights up ahead, right? And they're getting brighter and they're getting louder, right? So this train starts barreling. I don't know why. There's no, you would think that it would be a little slow, but it's not, because you got your main line, then you got your side track. Any train on the main line is going to stay on the main line. It's not slowing down. That's the whole thing about priority. So here you are sitting on a train, right? You're looking out over the edge, you see the lights, you see the train coming, and woo, boom, that bitch starts passing you fast as a motherfucker. You're freaking, and you're like literally inches from it. You could probably reach out and touch it. I don't know why they design trains like this. I've seen 2 trains that were, one was going one direction and one was going the other direction, and they were going on a turn. Okay, right? And I almost dropped my phone. Anyways, so where the 2 trains are coming at each other from opposing directions and on the turn, right? Eventually, I don't know exactly what happened, but the corner of one car connected with the corner of another car, and then just boom, everything just flew off the track. But anyways, so here we are at the bus stop. I have to take 2 buses to get to where I need to go from where I live in Jacksonville. Yes, I have a house, I have a place to stay, I've got, I don't necessarily have any money, but I'm not homeless per se. I have traveled around a lot, been to almost every state in this freaking country, almost every province in Canada. Yeah, I've done a lot of traveling. I've hopped trains in California, I've hopped trains in Canada, I've hitchhiked all over. I've met so many types of crazy people, different cultures, whatever. But here we are, sitting, right? We're waiting on the first coast flyer. This is South Florida. This is a Florida boy right here. You want to know something about Florida? let me tell you something about Florida. The cops here suck. But why does that matter? Because the cops keep the shit off the street. If you go out to California, you're gonna see it's literally an outdoor insane asylum. You're gonna see people walking around, all these homeless people, needles everywhere. You try to go out to the beach there, you go dig your hand in the sand, you're gonna fucking find a pocket full of fucking cigarette butts, and you're gonna find all this. It's just terrible. Nobody wants to be there. Nobody wants to be in California. It's got a cool vibe. The people there, I mean, it just it depends, you know. There's like the 50-50, like open-minded people, and then the people that think they're too good for everybody else. But Florida, if you want to see natural, pristine beauty, you want to come to a Florida beach. We got the most coastline of any other state in the United States. Once you get past the subtropic lines, which is, I want to say, right around Fort Lauderdale. Probably, actually, no, it's probably more like closer to Okeechobee, so West Palm Beach / Martin County / St. Lucie County. Once you start getting to that area of Florida, the water gets real clear, crystal blue. The further south you go, you'll find all these different types of sand that is made up of crushed shells, which is the type of sand they have in the Bahamas, which is my favorite type of sand, because when I go lay out on that sand, it's really powdery and soft. It does not get hot. It does not collect any of the temperature from the sun. And then when you're ready to leave, you can just like wipe it off and you feel soft. You go hit that little freshwater shower, wash that salt out of your hair, and you feel great. It's a good sea tox. That's what I call detox on the ocean. Anyway, so here we are, Jacksonville Beach. Not Jacksonville Beach anymore because I crossed the bridge, but that's where I live, Jacksonville Beach. We're waiting on the bus now, and I will be putting my bike on the bus, and I am going to hop this train with my bike, which I've done before, but I have put a bike on a train before. I know I look kind of clean too. I probably don't look like your stereotypical hobo. It's been a while since I've traveled around like this. I used to do it all the time. I did pack my bag last, so I'll probably make another video where I show you guys what's all in the backpack if you guys are interested, but just let me know. So, you guys think I'm bullshitting? I don't know how to make like a timestamp / date, whatever, for this video, but it is currently 6:04. It says Wednesday, September 21. So, if I'm not on a train by tonight, y'all can call me a liar. If it's you know, a few hours past midnight, you know, it's whatever, but just work with me. I got it. Okay, we're here waiting on the bus now. Like I said, I got to take 2 buses. Got to take the red line to downtown, then I got to get on the blue line. The blue line will take me to Phillips Highway and not St. John's Bluff. Which one is it? Phillips Highway. Is it St. John's Bluff Road? I can't remember. But anyways, there's a Winn-Dixie right over that bridge, and you got the tracks running right behind there, and usually there's a hole cut out in the fence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload another video when I get to the actual, what we call the hop out spot, and I will go ahead and show you guys what exactly I'm looking at, give you kind of technical names for trains and stuff like that. Anyway, so here I am, Taste Lands in order. Hey, what's up? Love you. Bye.